So welcome to biology. This could be biology 101 summer, this could be biology 101 fall, or this could be biology 101 spring. Doesn't matter what semester you're taking this course, the section that is completely online, quite a few things work the same way no matter the semester. And what I want to show you in this quick little video here is how to submit your labs. Now, please make sure you understand biology is a life science course with a lab. So you have labs. With this course being online, that means all of your labs you're doing at home. You're doing some portion of the lab virtually, but you have to do the hands-on portion of the lab. So if you were taking this course on campus, you would come in during the lab period and we'd have all the supplies out, all the materials ready. You'd sit down, you'd walk through a series of exercises and activities and experiments and conduct hands-on lab. So the design of the course is trying to recreate some of that hands-on experience. This is a requirement for a life science course with a lab. You cannot just do virtual labs all semester and get a lab experience. It's not the same. It's like playing a virtual football video game versus actually going out and playing football. So what I want to do is show you how this is going to work. The vast majority of your labs will have a virtual component, which is in the Connect system, and a hands-on component. So I'm going to start off with the virtual side of it. This is what your Connect shell should look like. This is set up for a summer course, but again, fall and spring courses look very, very similar. And I will tell you in the weekly announcement which lab is due which day. Ignore the due date down here. That is not accurate. Pay attention to the due dates in the syllabus calendar and the due dates that are posted in the weekly announcement and the weekly emails that you guys receive. Do not look at this and say, oh, I thought I could do all the labs by July 22nd. No, I set the system up this way so everything is accessible until the 22nd in case you want to go back and review things. I don't want to close it out after the first week or second week, and you not have access to it after you've submitted it. So again, ignore the due dates that are posted in Connect. Pay attention to the calendar in the syllabus. So I'll tell you what your lab is for each given week. You need to do the virtual side of it. So what you're going to do is come in here and you're going to click on this little flask icon. Now right now everything is locked because the course hasn't started. When the course becomes available, all those locks disappear. You click on this little link and this will take you into a virtual lab where you will be doing different experiments, different activities, answering questions, and just kind of walking through the labs virtually. It's a great way to get a feel for how labs work. The negative of virtual labs is that you can't fail. Now, it sounds weird, but making a mistake in lab is one of the best ways to learn what not to do. Virtual labs often don't allow for mistakes. They just click, 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 click until you get an answer. But when you do hands-on, you need to recognize, oh, that didn't work. What do I change? That didn't work. How do I adjust it the next time? That is the principle behind labs, is to develop critical thinking, following the scientific method, and understanding when things work, why they work, and when they don't work, why they don't work. So each lab will have, or I should say the majority of labs will have a little virtual component. So you click through that, you walk through the activity, you complete it, wonderful. But, here's the big but, you have to come back and do this homework, the scientific method homework. This is what you need to submit to earn the points for the virtual lab. That will give you a grade immediately in the Connect shell. I will then manually transfer those grades over to Blackboard, or I'm sorry, to Canvas, into the Canvas gradebook. So as long as you're doing these by the deadline posted in the syllabus, posted in the announcements, you're going to get the points. Everybody should get all of the points for labs. It's an easy way to boost your overall course grade. If you don't do the labs, it's going to be more challenging to pass the course. You have to have a minimum of 60% in the lab to pass the course. No matter what you do on your exams and everything else, if you don't have a 60% in lab, you do not pass the course because this is a lab course. Labs should be roughly 40%, 35 to 40% of the time you spend in the course is spent on lab activities and lab work. That's the nature of how this course, a life science course, is built. Okay, so do the virtual component, pick up some easy points. Then go into Canvas, go into your module, and you're going to go to the specific lab. So let's go down to the metric system lab. And again, I will tell you what you're doing. Click on the link, and this takes you to the document. Now, these are all Word documents. You need to download the Word document, fill it out, save it as a Word document, and then upload it. When it is saved on your, wherever you're going to do this, laptop, PC, tablet, I don't care, it's what's best for you. You save it, then you just simply upload and drag the file in, and it submits directly into Canvas. I can then go into Canvas and grade it. I cannot grade files that are pages, so all of you Mac users, I'm on a Mac myself, all of you Mac users have to save it as Word. If you do not have Word, you can get Word by going to the college's homepage and downloading the program. Okay, so this is what the college's homepage looks like. If you don't have Word or Office 365, go to Faculty and Staff, or you can go to Students, and there's a free download. Right here, Office 365 Pro Plus, free. Download it to your computer, and now you have access to Word. Do not submit these as pages. Canvas cannot read pages. I can't grade it, which means your lab hasn't been submitted correctly. If I can't grade it, you can't get the points. You lose out on the lab points. So it's pretty easy. If you need help, if you're not sure how to do the technology side of the course, contact, send me an email. I can get you into contact with the support system. We have tons of support at the college to walk everybody through how to do this. Taking an online course requires a certain level of technology abilities. It's more than, can I just Google and find things? You have to be able to download Word documents, save them, submit them, work with different programs to be successful in an online course. The greatest frustration students have in this course is not the content, it's the technology. I field probably 10 technology questions to every one content question. Make sure you guys are comfortable with the technology. All right, so now once you've uploaded, you submit the assignment, you're good. I will go back and grade these. I will go back and make sure everything is graded, and I will actually add comments into your lab in Canvas. That's why it has to be in a Word document for Canvas to read it, for me to add comments. It's the same thing I do in a face-to-face lab. When I get a paper lab sheet turned in, I will write on there, looks good, this is great, provide feedback. So you use that to then help figure out if you made a mistake, where you made the mistake, and you don't make the mistake the next time. You will see these lab concepts on the unit exams and on the midterm and the final as part of the course. So please make sure you're submitting the labs this way. If you need help, let me know. I'm happy to walk you guys through it. I'd rather walk you through the first couple, make sure you feel good about it, because they all have the same format. There's only a few labs where there is no virtual component, and there's only a few labs where there is no face-to-face or hands-on component. So make sure you guys are accessing these labs and getting all the points. I will try to always provide notice about some labs might take 2 or 3 days to complete. You set it up and then you have to let the experiment run for a day. Don't wait till the hour before the labs are due to start them. So you definitely want to look at these things ahead of time. There's also a supply list. Each lab will tell you what you need, but what we did is we created a supply list to say, hey guys, across the semester, here are the materials you're going to need. These are the supplies you as a student have to provide. Again, if you were in a face-to-face class, you'd walk in and all these things would be ready for you. But I can't provide these things for you at home. So what we did is we broke it out by lab. The vast majority of these things are things we would expect most people to already have at home. There may be a few things you have to add to it. You may have to go out and buy a few things. This is part of a lab course. Again, I can't provide this when students are doing the course online, so that becomes a student's responsibility. But instead, I would think everybody has glasses and ice cubes, hopefully some food coloring, some eggs. You need about, I think it's about 8 eggs across the semester. So there are things you will need, okay? So take a look at this beforehand. Don't wait till the last minute and then say, oh, I couldn't go find this. I didn't have this in the house. Plan ahead. Procrastination is what kills people in an online course. There are deadlines. Do things as early as you want, but don't wait or don't ask for an extension to a deadline when you've known about it for weeks. So please let me know if you need help with how to get your labs submitted correctly.